This right here is a Pokemon game, and this is a lot of Pokemon games. Now, I know this is a pretty silly life goal, but I've made it my life goal to beat every single Pokemon mainline game that has come out and will come out. And here's a list of every game I have played and have not played so far. And while I do not own every single game yet, there are still games that I own and have not played yet. I'm thankful enough to not have gone through a phase in my life where I have not liked Pokemon, unlike quite a few people I know or have seen online that grow out of their Pokemon phase. I've been in this ever since I played my very first game, which I believe was Pokemon Omega Ruby for the 3DS. Now, I know I was a bit late to playing Pokemon games, as my first game was in 2014 or 2015, I believe, and there have been a plethora of games before that. However, fun story actually, I did not know Pokemon was a game growing up. I found out way later somehow. I guess I just never thought of it. I collected the cards from as young as I can remember, and I never played the games.
Favorite is Charmander. My ninth favorite is Charmander.
And to be honest, I don't really own a lot of the Gen 1s. I only own about 3 out of the 6 or 7 if you want to include the Japanese Green Edition. And, you know, Gen 1 is actually my least favorite generation, and I know that might be a gunshot wound to quite a few of you out there. I just don't find it to be that exciting. However, I have beaten Let's Go Pikachu, and I am halfway through Blue right now. I've yet to play Let's Go Eevee. So let's get right into the 2 that I am working on or have beaten and see what I've done so far. So here also comes the part where people might be like, hey Kyle, why don't you emulate them? I think that that's cheating. To be honest, I like my games to be authentic. I like to play on the authentic Nintendo hardware and everything. Now, this is where we get a little convoluted because I own pokemonblue. However, the save battery inside is dead, and I have ordered replacement parts to actually open this up and replace it. However, I just found out and learned how to do that, and I actually, a long time ago, bought the Virtual Console edition of Blue on my 3DS when I was a kid for some reason. I don't know why I did, but I'm really happy I did because I am actually, in my playthrough so far, about 16 hours into this playthrough, and I've got 6 gym badges. Currently at Cinnabar Island right now. However, I realized that I'm kind of just breezing through this game with my starter. I tried to name all my Pokemon. You can see that this is my HM slave, but otherwise, yeah, my starter is level 53 at the 7th gym. I chose Venusaur in this game, and his attacks are pretty... I don't know if it'll actually show... Yeah, he still has Tackle. I'm not sure if that's just a Gen 1, very first game Gen 1 thing, where people just breeze through the game with your starter, but man, it takes forever to level up your team in this game, and let's be honest, who wants to sit there and grind for hours? I have done that, as you will see in later videos and later games, but in this game, I'm pretty sure I'm good enough at Pokemon games to just almost beat it with just my starter. I also have an Articuno that I caught, I guess, in the cave. This was a long time ago. So, yeah, I guess I just... Yeah, he only has 2 moves. He's Peck and Ice Beam, and then the rest of them are just like... I'm pretty sure this is a Nidoqueen, yeah. And then I also had... I don't even know what this is. Oh, we got a Lapras. That's cool. And then I think this is a Ninetales. Yeah, we also have a Ninetales, which, you know, I have some cool Pokemon. I just really haven't really used them at all, because I only use my starter to breeze through everything, but I guess that's Pokemon Blue for ya. Now, this is where things get a little bit easier, because I'm actually able to use my capture card to show you the actual game rather than showing you my 3DS. I should also mention, I try to name myself Kai in every single game. I named myself Kai in the first ever game I ever played, and I just went with it since. And this is going to be my Let's Go Pikachu showcase, I guess. I don't remember the settings because it's making me play on one Joy-Con and I don't ever use the Joy-Con, so I'm pretty sure if I go to like here, Yeah, it shows basically all my stats, my name, when my adventure began. Now, I have not touched this game in a very long time. I've got 48 hours on it, though, and I've never completed the Pokedex, which I probably should have, but never did. The team I used, I don't know if the actual team I have is accurate. Never mind, it seems like it is. I think I can check the summary here. This is my Pikachu, Laika. I loved this guy. Girl. Sorry, my bad. Oh, I quit. So you really can't go into, like... Man, the controls for this game make me mad. I will not lie. Oh, there we go. I figured it out. Okay. This is Kojo, the Venusaur. Tengu, the Blastoise. Danny DeVito, the... How did I forget? Dragonite. The Rock. The Golem. And then a shiny Dugong, I guess, named Gerudo. Which is pretty sick. I believe I did shiny hunt in this game quite a bit. I'm not exactly sure... Does it let you just... Oh yeah, Pokemon box. I don't know if it shows you all the shinies you've gotten. It's gotta be these guys, I want to assume. So I tried naming all of them. Oh yeah, so I did shiny hunt in this game quite a bit. That's probably where all my hours come from. Yeah, this is Riku Astley, my Japanese Golem. Shiny Golem. Got a Pidgey, Raticate, shiny Vileplume, shiny Dugong, and I think that's it for all the shinies I ever got in this game. I don't think I ever got Mew or Mewtwo. Maybe I did get Mewtwo. I don't know. I caught a lot of Pokemon in this game trying to do those things that you do, like the chain capture things. But, you know, for a Gen 1 game, in my opinion, this is probably my favorite... Actually, no, I lied. That's a lie. This is probably my least favorite way to play it, other than the very original games, because those are kind of complicated. I gotta say, probably the best way to play this is the way I haven't played it yet, which is Fire Red and Leaf Green. So, with that, on to the next. So, with that, that is all of Gen 1 so far. I still need Red, Fire Red, Leaf Green, and to beat Let's Go Eevee, even though I already do own it. I don't know when I'll get to all of the Gen 1 games, as I am currently playing through Blue right now on the 3DS. I still need to beat it. Almost done. The Gen 1 games aren't too expensive to get. I know Fire Red and Leaf Green are probably going to be the most complicated, but I will eventually get around to doing Gen 1. It's just like, Gen 1 is so bare bones when it comes to storyline and everything. In my personal opinion, I feel like all the other Pokemon games have so much more story. But again, all opinions to your own. So, and I know I probably could have started documenting this all once I beat all the Gen 1 games and move forward, but I kinda like to space out the games I play. In November, I played through Black. I just beat Platinum, like, yesterday. And then I try to just... So I don't get bored of the games. I try to, like, play a new gen every time, and then after I play a few gens, go back to a gen. So, in my opinion, that just makes it the most fun and the most not boring. Another reason why I should probably have added this back then, but another reason why I don't like emulators is because, like, let's say I find a shiny in an emulator. I can't get that into Pokemon Home, unless there is a way to do that. But it's still like, it feels like it's just cheating me. Like, I want to find, if I ever find a shiny or something, I want it to be a natural shiny. Like a homebred shiny, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I want it to be. I should probably also add on, yes, I own a decent amount of games, and there are still games that I actually haven't beat yet. I will go into first, I do own Japanese copies of Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. However, those are for more of my personal collection that I have back here. I do own the actual cartridge for Ruby in English, and then out of all the games I own, which I own a lot of that you saw in the beginning of the video, these are all the games I actually still have yet to beat that I do still own, being Moon, Ultra Moon, Diamond, Pearl, White 2, Brilliant Diamond, and Shield. Now I know a lot of the variants of the games are the exact same, like, or almost the exact same, like Pearl and Diamond are basically the same game, just with different Pokemon. I still want to beat all of them. Just because, just to say. I don't know why, but it's just something in me that wants to do it. I want to become a Pokemon master, basically. And while I do know I have a very long journey ahead, I hope all of you will stick with me and see it through. I hope to keep updating this series, I guess. We'll probably do Gen 2 next once I get enough games beat for that category, because I do own Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Silver. Still need Gold and Crystal. I've beaten Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I've not beaten Crystal yet because, Silver yet, because the battery is not replaced yet, which I have to do. I have the stuff like literally right down there to do it, which I'll get to, and then I'll play it and beat it and probably make a video on it. And you know, there might be multiple parts to one section. I'm still going to need to make a part 2 for the Kanto games because I haven't beaten them all yet, but I just wanted to start documenting all this and just share it with the world, I guess. But until then, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. I will see you guys in the next one. I really hope to continue this. Like I said, I think this will be a really fun way to document my progress on beating every single game. And as I beat more, I will make videos on them. Even though I have beaten a ton of them so far, I just wanted to do parts because I felt like I don't want to make one huge 3-hour video explaining every single game and why I love every single game. Or not every single game, but the ones that I do like and the ones that I don't like. So, you know, we'll get into it. But until then, see you guys next time.